We all know what that means. Greetings everyone, and welcome to a new Let's Play with me, Mecha Prime. Today, The Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap. This game was released in 2004, Japan and Europe, and 2005 here stateside and in Australia. Our hero's name will be Rick, for reasons that will become shockingly apparent later. For those of you who are culture-minded, you'll get that. Let's make the message speed fast, because I'm a fast mover. Anyway, it's time for a cutscene! I've got to say, as far as Zelda cutscenes go, that one was fairly short and painless. Anyway, as you can see, the legend is kind of a, generic Zelda kind of legend where a great hero back in time had saved everybody, and foreshadowing, there's probably going to be some evil happening right now, that we have to do the same thing. Anyway, Princess Zelda is here hanging out with the Master Smith. What's going on? As you can see, this game has the art design of the Wind Waker, the cel-shaded kind of graphics, which some people love, some people hated. I happen to be one who loved them, so I'm gonna love this. Some of you may hate it. I don't care. You can get out. So, Princess Zelda's come here looking for Rick. She wants him to hang out with her at the festival. I don't know what's gonna go down there, but whatever. Man, Rick is just sleeping late in the day. Everyone's up partying and he's just hanging out. Alright, so, here's the control. You move around, pixel movement, just like the other handheld 2D Zelda games. Although this one has the added move of the roll, which you can utilize by using the R shoulder button. I'm going to try not to spam that as much. It does help you move faster, but the noise is kind of annoying, and if I were just playing it by myself without showing it off, I would probably roll all over the place like an idiot. But I'm going to try not to do that because, that's just, it's horrible. I would never subject you to people to that. Alright, so the Smith's going to give us his sword. We're going to take that to the castle because we have to give it to the winner of the competition. Yes, a lot of generic stuff. Yeah, we'll watch her, whatever. So, apparently we were childhood friends with the Princess of Hyrule. But that should not change our attitudes toward her. She is a princess after all. Let's rob this guy before we leave. Take all of his life savings. Hell yes. That little message doesn't appear every single time. It would be annoying if it did, but it only appears the first time you pick up anything. It's kind of helpful, let you know what's going on. Alright, so we're not going to explore much of the world right now because we can't really go anywhere. Basically just have to follow the princess. Yeah. We apparently live immediately outside of town. And even though we're holding a sword, we can't use it. So we can't really cut down the bushes or anything that are in our way. Man, this party's kicking! Balloons and everything. Alright, so in order to progress the plot here, we actually have to find the princess and keep talking to her over and over again. You can talk to the people in town, but they're all pretty much going to tell you the same story. So we're not really going to talk to them very much. Basically, what they tell you is that the Picori Festival is going on. About 100 years ago, the Picori appeared to men, and they appear every 100 years, so we all know what that means. They're going to show up. Or at least we hope so. The mystic doorway will open. Can't wait for that. Yeah. Alright, we're going to stop talking to the townspeople because I want to progress the plots. We need to trigger flags and stuff. Well, who won is probably going to be important, but right now we're going to play minigames. Or at least the princess will. We've won some prizes. Wow, this is tedious and boring. I wonder what she's going to pick. A teeny tiny shield, an enormous ruby, or a piece of hearts. And man, that person's going to town on that bell. Anyway, I'm playing this game because I got a lot of requests to do it from when I was doing the other Oracle of Seasons, Oracle of Ages, the other Capcom Zelda games. And I kind of wanted to round off the 2D handheld Zelda franchise. And this is the last truly official 2D top-down perspective handheld Zelda game of them all. So might as well end on a high note. This one was received pretty well. Once again, the graphics, like I said, are Wind Waker graphics. Some people don't like them, but you know, a lot of people like this game, myself included. The only complaint that I have, and that most people have too, is that it's pretty short. But I won't let that stop me from having some fun. This is not going to be one of those 100% runs or one of those low percent challenge runs or anything like that. What I'm doing this time is just kind of a casual, you know, playthrough. Just kind of hanging out, doing what I'm doing. Anyway, we've been given the tiny shield from the princess, and now it's time to head to the castle. Man, Link looks funny. And by Link, I mean Rick, obviously. Wow, this Deku Scrub is a bastard. We all know how to handle him. Did I say Deku? That's what I'm going to say, so deal with it. Deku, Deku, whatever. If you've played any of the Zelda games past Ocarina of Time, you know how to handle these guys. They pretty much just spit seeds that you have to reflect back. No big deal. He explodes into a puff of smoke. This area here is going to be important later on for a special bonus item, but we'll get to that when we get to that. It's time to explore the castle. And by explore, I mean go straight, because we can't really explore. Everything's locked off. Since we're in the prologue of the game right now, a lot of the areas are locked off, but we'll explore them later on. Here's the guy we're supposed to give the blade to. Yeah, I know this update's not too action-packed. There will be action, trust me, later. This is a prologue after all. But it's an important one. Well, that sword looks familiar. I wonder what it could be. It's the Picori Blade. So the Picori Blade in this game is actually what is the Master Sword in the other games. They don't have a Master Sword in this game. So that's what you get. But it looks just like it. So I swear it's it. It's gotta be. I wonder if we're gonna be able to use that later. Alright, so this guy is the winner of the swordsmanship competition. He gets to touch the blade. Oh god, that laugh. It's gotta be evil. Alright, this guy is Vatti. That name should sound familiar to anybody who's played any of the Four Swords Zelda games. He was the main protagonist of those games. He's gonna be the main protagonist of this game. And he's just fucking up guards, that's for sure. Well, he did earn the right. So we should let him touch the blade. And that's why we can't have nice things. So Vatti apparently breaks the seal, releasing all of these nasty monsters into the sky. And Rick is protected by his tiny shield. It's a nice shield, by the way. Oh, we can't have her hanging around. Oh, the shield could protect us again. The shield has failed us. So, this guy has not only released evil monsters into the world, he's also turned the princess into stone and broken the Picori Blade. So, as you can see, we have a lot to do. The force he's looking for is not there. I wonder what force that could be. There's Rick sleeping again. God, he's a lazy bastard. I don't know why the Master Smith is so important, but he's here to see the king, so let's go see the king too. Why not, right? Yeah, I guess so. Did get knocked out. Someone moved the statue of the princess inside. I don't know why they didn't put her outside, you know, next to a fountain or something. Alright, so we're going to talk about the Picori. These are the ones who are supposed to appear every 100 years. They haven't shown up yet. That mystic door hasn't opened up just yet. But apparently they live in the Minish woods. So why is it such a big deal that they appear every 100 years? I don't know. And apparently they show themselves only to children. So why were all those adults hanging out at the festival? What are they going to see? This makes no sense. Yeah, why don't we just send this child out to save the world? Why not? Alright, so we've been given the broken Picori blade. We're going to have to reforge it. We have to find the Picori or the Minish. They're called the same thing. And get that shit fixed. We've also been given the Smith's sword and a mission. Go to the Minish woods. There's a Deepwood shrine there. I don't know why they're talking about the shrine because there's nothing in there for us just yet, but we'll find out when we get there. Our grandfather here is going to give us a map and show us where the forest is. So that's where we're going. As you can see, the map is actually pretty small. This world is also very small. Hell yes. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this time. First though, before I go, I'm going to show you the menu. It works just like the other 2D Zelda games where you can set items to A or B. Look at all the stuff you got, all that jazz. Save, sleep, whatever. Look at your map, all that shit. When you look at the map, you could zoom in on parts of it, see where things are. You can also see where you are. It's right over there. Pretty handy. And yeah, that's it. So, I'll see you guys next time for some actual action. Later.